I'm Carl Emerson, CTO of Vesper Marine. Today we're going to walk through more of a high-level overview of the handset, walk through how to navigate through it, and show off some of its key features. One of the focuses of the handset design was making sure that the use of VHF, DSC, and AIS is tightly integrated into one cohesive user experience. It's super simple and easy to use. You won't find deep menu structures on the handset to initiate DSC calls. You won't be forced back into certain screens to use VHF functionality. All of that functionality is available from anywhere on the device. The menu structure is very simple. We've broken it into the standard operating screens like plotter and VHF and instruments view, and then situational screens which are designed for that particular situation. For example, in man overboard or a collision avoidance, where we only show the information of relevance to that situation. The plotter screen intuitively prioritizes targets with relevance to your situation. You can simply tap the touchscreen to select a target and bring up its details. You can also access that functionality via the click wheel. The plotter view makes it really clear which vessels you need to worry about and which ones you don't. We do this for a number of means. One of them is color treatment, so vessels that show in red are ones that you should be paying attention to. We also use the vessel icons, so at a glance you can see the type of vessel and the speed it's going. We show vessel vectors. You can simply touch the vessel to bring up its name and its range. Touch it again to bring up more details. Right here you can go to functionality like making a DSC call or figuring out how to avoid them. You can use the click wheel also to navigate through the targets on the plotter view. Simply rotate and select. All of the targets that we're picking up over AIS can also be viewed via the directory view. You can think of this as like a contacts list on your phone. We show all the nearby vessels as well as what you've most recently communicated with, and if you want to save a vessel as one of your buddy boats, you can do that too. The directory view is prioritized in order of relevance. So any vessels that are in an alarm state will automatically go to the top of the list. Any vessels that are nearby you and could be a collision threat are then next. And then ones that we don't deem are really a risk, we put at the bottom of the list. From here, I can also find them on the plotter. This is an example of how we switch between views in a really intuitive way. The Cortex system is also connected to your NEMA network or to 0183 sensors. Any sensors that it's connected to, you can view here on the instruments view. Simply choose which ones you want to see and then lock it down. At any point, you can always go back to the Vhf screen simply by hitting the Vhf button. Now the Vhf screen is provided there for the Vhf functionality like dual watch and choosing a preset, but to operate the Vhf you don't have to go back to the screen. You can do that from anywhere on the product. For example, in my plotter view, if I need to make a call on 16, I can simply reach over and hit the push to talk. On the Vhf screen, we provide some conveniences. The call sign is displayed, your call sign, so that if you have to make one of those calls, you can just recite it directly off the screen. Also, we show the position that you're currently at and current UTC time. The Vhf screen is simple by design. We just show the functionality that you really need. Dual watch can be accessed by simply touching the screen. Presets can be easily accessed too at the bottom of the screen. Adding a new preset is very straightforward. At any time, if you need to get back to 16 in a hurry, simply tap the 16 button. If you want to toggle back to where you were, hit the back button. We do provide some control of the Vhf system, changing your transmit power, adjusting your squelch level, but for the most part, Cortex just does that stuff for you. At the top of the screen, we have our global status indicators. No matter where you are on the device, You will always see what channel you're currently on and whether or not you're transmitting high-low power. Remember, at any time you can hit the push to talk and you're talking. We show your current Vhf system status, whether or not you're actually currently transmitting your AIS position. If you want to, perhaps you're fishing or in a secret spot, you can put yourself into stealth mode. We show other subsystems like GPS health, and any alarms that come in will always be accessed from the status bar. For more information on Cortex, visit our website vespercortex.com.